Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today. GTA 5 making a mess of things, because of course we are. There are new cars to play around with, so naturally we are going to do just that. What is going on here? I shouldn't even ask. Yeah, we've made a mess of stuff. Now this is the EGT. It's essentially an RS E-Tron, whatever the Audi electric rival to the Taycan is. In real life, I quite like the car. I think it's better looking than the Taycan. I would have the Taycan, apparently it's much better mechanically and everything, but still, oh dear. But yeah, I mean, I quite like the real car. Be interesting to see what it's like in the game. Oh, apparently we're off. Lado with a mega jump start. God damn it, Lado. Somebody murder the yellow car. Crane, it falls to you. No, Crane's had a crash, never mind. Oh dear, it's not going to fall to me. It might have been spun. It's not going to fall to Longbow either. Oh, Lado is making the most of the breakaway at the front. Apparently, been warned this thing is quite understeery. Oh dear, this is the first time driving it, so I have no idea, but it wouldn't surprise me, I suspect. Whoa, God, catch a Gliska. Oh, I couldn't quite. Yeah, okay, if they weren't wrong, it is very understeery. I'm still on two wheels. Ah! Well, I mean, the counter, these things, okay, they are quite, they're very keen to go up onto two wheels. I'll give them that. They're very keen to go up onto two wheels. Anyway, this has been a terrible start. They are quite understeery, they are quite heavy. I imagine in real life they probably are a fair bit as well, because I mean, they will be heavy, these big electric cars always are. Can we get some slipstream down here, please? I don't know where the track's going. Oh, that's a really tight corner. I didn't want to dive bomb there. Thankfully, Gliskosaurus kind of arriving on the scene. I was on full brakes. If that had gone wrong, there was nothing I could... Like, I was braking when I realised the tightness of the corner, and thankfully that was just at the right time. Oh, that's narrow. I didn't know how narrow it was going to get, so I backed out of that one. At least it did fit two cars wide. I think someone's... Yeah, level 8's had trouble. Oh, Blakey's climbed the wall. Oh, this is a nasty hairpin we've got coming up next for them. Oh, they have... I didn't even notice they have movable rear wing. Is my cars? I think my wing's broken from the start. I don't know if that matters. Probably does. Oh! Okay, I didn't know where I was going on that one. That's on me. I slightly didn't know the track. So yeah, my car's got a broken wing. Gliska's is broken as well. That... I don't know how that affects these. What car was it? One of the supercars that had a rear wing that could break that made them terrible to drive. So it's... Level 8 has found a way to... I don't know if that's cheating. I'm not 100... Oh dear, that's gone very... It's all going wrong. Well, what is... What is happening? How the physics did that work? Like, I couldn't pull my car away from Impeggers, but it didn't matter because we just pushed Impegger over a barrier and they were able to... These have weird physics. These have very strange physics. Indeed! We're pointing the wrong way on a hairpin. Hello, Lado. Right. Okay. Let's hope this can settle down. Oh, level 8 is pointing in the wrong direction at an equally horrible point. Yeah, there's just some of the some places. This is a tough circuit. This is a tough circuit for these cars. These are big, boaty, heavy, understeery cars, and this is a technical circuit. At the end of a lap, I believe it is. We are following Longbow across the line. There was a Hyper having a look to the inside. Couldn't quite make anything work there. Longbow got a slide, and I'm having a little bit of a sneak to the inside. So most of us have got broken wings up at the front. Blakey's is still working. How much effect it has, we're not sure. Longbow's doesn't seem to be working. Oh, Blakey was the unlucky recipient of that bump. Longbow's still in trouble somewhere. Jeez, these get crazy slipstream runs. I sense a prospect for the straight line circuit. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, no, that's fine. Sorry, Gliska and Hyper. I had very little control over that once it went. It went up onto two wheels and it was spectacular, but it doesn't have much grip when it's up there. That could have gone so much well. We kind of screwed their run, but oh, that's an air conditioning unit that's probably indestructible. This is all going to get quite narrow down here. Yeah, bump drafting with these is a bad call. This was the corner where we very nearly didn't stop and murder a Gliska last lap. We didn't, though. Ugh. I was trying not to, but we were having a car in the rear corner made it difficult. Oh, this is a manic race already. There. Oh, no, Joe has been evacuated from the circuit. Oh, dear. Chris is pointing the wrong way in a very narrow bit. Whoa! We blocked a train line with cars. Whoops. Yeah, that didn't really work. I mean, somebody at some point should have lifted. Possibly me, although if I'd lifted, the cars behind were just going to push me forward into that anyway. We could have avoided that one if we'd all been smarter. We chose to go the Banzai approach, and what happened is we blocked a bridge. Well, I mean, it wasn't unexpected, really, with how this race is going. Some sort of dumb thing was going to happen. I think the slipstream and catch-up with these is so powerful, I think they're actually probably going to have a chance to catch back up again, because these are so slow out of it. They are horrific, and when you get a big run in, I mean, you can just see Impega's just buggered off. It's actually kind of scary. It reminds me of... Is it the Neon that gets these crazy slipstream runs, but then doesn't have the brakes to go with the sudden immense amount of speed it's getting? I think it was the Neon that had terrible, terrible braking performance. I'm going to go out wide. That's actually not quite as narrow as I thought it was. Impega's not supposed to go up there. Sorry, Chris. I can't back out of it if I've got a car pushing me. Oh, yeah, that's quite a technical corner there. Gliska's gone to the attack. People are getting caught out by just the level of slipstream these cars are getting. The speed differential is huge in these when they get a run, and the brakes just aren't up to it. So you've really got to adjust what you can and can't do with the car. I mean, if that was the final lap, I would have tried to do something. Oh, well, they're going to cart them. No, that's because they cart themselves off. And it was Gliska that came off the worst in that. God dear. There are 3 of us in the little breakaway group at the front. As I said, I don't think any of this is really going to last. However, if we can not bump each other off, that would be the goal here. Is if we can manage to not fumble this, the others might not quite have time to catch us. But we have to not fumble it, and we've not done a very good job of not fumbling it with these cars. It has been fumble central, pretty much. That was the line that got me in trouble last lap around. I don't learn. Well, actually, I did learn. I didn't go up onto 2 wheels. Never mind, Crane's caught us. Impega's caught us as well, so it will be a 5-car scrap for the lead of the race. Oh, we're on the outside of all of that. We got a little tag, but nothing terrible. There's that aircon unit that I bet someone's hit. Thankfully, it hasn't been me yet. Chris getting a push from Impega. Everyone's getting a little bit swapping of painty all the way down there. We will go to the inside, but we can't quite close the door on Chris. They will hold the lead. Oh, we are 3 wide once again. I come up towards the part of the circuit where we cannot be 3 wide. I'll take that, thank you very much. I'll make the most of the slipstream. Amy's going to try and make it 2 wide into the really narrow bridge. And this is where everything went wrong last lap around for most of the field. Gliska's joined the pack again. Oh, that crest is so sketchy. These do have some weird physics to them. They seem to have... They don't always kind of appreciate a barrier is there. They seem to be able to physics through a barrier. And they do have some weird, like, collision physics going on with them. I can't quite describe it. I don't know how best to describe it. It's not like any of the other cars that we've raced or seen in this game. It's very peculiar. Definitely not... I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the real-life car. The GTA 5 version. No, what am I doing? We're doing a grind. That's not what we want to be doing at all. I mean, Tony Hawk would be proud of that. However, it's not been helpful to my race, although I guess we did avoid another big wreck, so... it's kind of kept us out of the worst of it. And then we made it worse. Oh, dear. Yeah, these are definitely... I like the real car, the Audi, but these are definitely not the best driving cars from this DLC. They are heavy, they are awkward, and I don't quite understand that line. Let's just wrecked my race for no real reason. I say wrecked it more. Yeah, they are not great. Oh, that corner's way tighter than I realised. I, for some reason, thought I could go quickly over there. Oh, no. Well, Lado's going swimming in all of that. We've got a random burst of speed, and that's not really worked as a race. It's kind of been a rolling demo derby with some funny moments thrown in for good luck. Did Joe miss a checkpoint somewhere? Is that what I'd... Mute takes victory, Hyper is second, and Level 8 third in a messy, messy, messy race. Yeah, they're not great. I mean, it made for a entertaining thing in one way or another, but not quite really work. We have up next, hopefully a more sensible race. This is the Torero XO. It's essentially the new Countach, which is cool looking. Hopefully it'll drive better. It's got to drive better than the Audi, and with any luck, oh, have we got another movable rear wing that we can break? Probably. Or we can all have a crash through there. I have accidentally left this as a GTA race without meaning to, which probably means some flares will be fired, which is inevitable, but that'll be it. Wasn't meant to be a GTA race, but there we go. Let's see what this track's like to race with an actual sensible car. Already I like this more. It has grip, it has brakes, it can turn, and it behaves itself. It doesn't go up onto two wheels as easily. We're off to a good start. There is just about a gap to the inside. We've got cars running around the long way. We can probably hold the lead through there. I mean, we know it's going to get narrow in places. This is a lot more technical a circuit than plenty we have driven, or it's going to get narrow there with a lot of cars travelling at a lot of speed. We will head down towards this braking zone. Chris is on the outside. Now, the difficult bit you get there, so with a car on the outside, if it gets connected on my rear quarter, I can't steer, and we just ended up karting it. And it looks sometimes like I'm intentionally driving out to the wall. I'm not. You just can't steer it. And we are heading over the bridge, this time without a big bundle of cars flying about. I think these actually... Whoa, that's a lot more airtime than I expected. And I am definitely not the only one that got caught out by that. Blakey got caught out, but not as wide, and I think a few cars behind got in trouble. Sorry, I've got a really itchy nose. And there's some real racing driver excuses coming out, but it's really irritating me while trying to do this. Right. Brain, just ignore that. Focus on the driving part. Hyper's doing some wall riding. Yeah, these are much more stuck to the road. That would have rolled the GT. We get a good run onto the bridge. I mean, we can probably slingshot our way up a little bit. Amy's gone on their own. Not always the worst idea. You can stay out of trouble. We've just got, yeah, we have got this huge slingshot past everybody. Oh, Hyper came across. Probably didn't know where we were. You wouldn't necessarily be able to see very well and judge speed, various runs coming from behind, but everything was managed okay. I'm not stopping for that corner very well. I'd rather overshoot like that and kind of get clear rather than park it. Impega's trying an alternate line, and I don't think that's the quickest way. I mean, it's spectacular, but I don't think it's really the way to go. I'm just going to have a lift through there. These are quite wide, you know, as a good Countach should be, far too wide for its own good. So we're not really going to fit too wide in some of these sections, and then it's just the blast to the finish line. Okay, and there we go. So yeah, I mean, these are, you know, pretty quick cars. They're probably not the fastest supercars out there, and they probably cost a fortune, but they're fast enough, they drive well enough. I quite like it. I can't really fault it too much from this first experience with it. We've got a great run here that will propel us to the lead of the race. Briefly, I'm sure, but I will take the lead when I can get it. Are we going to have cars looking around the outside there? Somewhere there's going to be a Hyper. There is. So there's going to be a purple car appearing at some point. Chris with a good run to the outside. Gliska's gone wide as well to try and follow Chris through, and does make that one work. That's fine. We're all going to try and now get some slipstream off the grey car. Oh, there was a gap there, but it wasn't a Lamborghini-sized gap for very long, and Blakey's done a better job of getting a run. Hyper's backed out of it wisely, because, I mean, it's 3 wide up ahead. I have a good run, but I got nowhere to go with it. So we'll just bide our time, wait for a better moment. I think we can get away with light bump drafting, although not light bumping in the middle of a corner. Wow, I got massive acceleration on the exit there. That slipstream was immense. We are side by side with Blakey coming across the bridge. This is such a bundle of cars. Gliska is being pushed at a speed. They probably didn't really want to go. Oh, there's contact in midair. I think Gliska and Blakey got together. Like just a tap while they were in the air. Oh, these have got breakable rear wings as well. Kristen and Pegga's wings are down. I have still got mine working, and I think I saw Hyper's and Blakey's were still working as well. But difficult to know, and a lot can happen, of course, in these races. We've got a huge run up there. We will take the lead of the race as we head onto the bridge. Oh, it's a big gaggle of cars behind us as well. Impega goes past, Hyper go past. Can we get in some slipstream? Not really, because they've all sort of spread out, although the cars behind have all spread out too. So yeah, me and Hyper got working wings, Chris and Impega do not. Doesn't seem to be hindering some of the cars all that much, although Impega just had a massive crash. We all dodged it though. I was saying, thankfully, amazingly, it was only Chris and Impega that were involved in that crash somehow. It's huge in front of the entire pack. Yeah, those are the only two that really lost any time in it. Gliska's to the inside now. Oh, it's 2x2 into the... So that container chicane is actually quite fast. But it's not when you're side by side with somebody. When you're side by side with somebody, it becomes very, very slow. Pegga's looking for a gap that's not really going to exist down here. It is very, very close quarters racing. Pegga with a good run. Hyper all up onto 2 wheels. We have to kind of evade. We'll go around the outside of turn 1, the inside of turn 2. Blakey's to the lead briefly, almost ended up in some rocks. We are to the inside. There's actually a little bit of a bump on Gliska getting past. I say it was a tiny bump, just enough ends up unsettling them a bit. However, they're going to get a huge tow, and they'll probably follow us past to the lead of the race at some point. Pegga's going to the inside. We will yield on that one. Oh, not another 2-wheel moment. I don't need more of those. I've had too many. Okay, so, well, of the lead group, only me and Gliska have got a wing up currently. Blakey's is gone. I've got nowhere to go with any momentum off that corner. We are on the outside. It's a great run, actually. I don't know where I found this second burst of speed. Initially, we got a bit of slipstream, sure, but I don't know where the second sort of burst of speed came from. We are going to hang it around the outside of Impega. Oh, that's a post on the inside that we found, and we launched Impega. Sorry, Impega. Turned in a little... I was on a funky line, and I was just turning too soon. Silly mistake to make. Sadly, an easy one to make. Now, this bit here is dangerous. If you get airtime, as Gliska's about to find out. Actually, a good braking from Gliska. We all got that one quite nicely down there. Gliska got big airtime and still managed to make it stop, which is some good going in that. Chris got a help forward, a bit too much of a help forward into the nose of my car. I was looking back and looking around to see where other runs were coming from. Just didn't expect to have a Chris suddenly in front of me. Unlucky for them. Probably still got a chance to catch up, to be fair. It's quite a long lap around here, quite a long time to go. There was a gap on the outside which we found and made the most of there, although it's a long bridge, so the other cars will come back at us. Oh, it's all getting busy down here. Lombo's taking the wide approach. I mean, it's safer out there, not gonna lie, when you're the only car. It's safer in the braking zone. You do end up being in a little bit of a conflicting line, but if you can make it work, you can avoid some crashes. This is going to go to the lead of the race. Oh, my wing's been broken. No. Gliska's wing's gone as well. Ewan's is the... Alright, shall we try and steal Ewan's wing? It seems to be kind of arbitrary as to what point they break, and it doesn't really seem to hinder car performance. It's not like the Formula 1 cars. You lose those, you're done for. We are Oh, we're again on the outside of turn 1 of a 3 wide. Amy does well to get both of us there. That was sketchy as anything. Now, can we find a way past Gliska? I'm sure we will at some point, of course. We will duck this way, why not? Nobody comes with us. Ewan with a big run through there to the lead of the race. Is that Mute or level 8? One of them is up with us. Didn't get a good enough look, but it's not a small battle for the lead we've got going on, which can only go well as we head towards the narrow sections of the track on the final lap of the race. We're on a really tight line. That is not a line that's ever going to go well for us, I don't think. I'd rather back out of that than risk having an argument with an immovable pylon. Where do you want your car down here? That is the question. We've got a good run through the middle. We've actually got a massive run to the inside. If I can stop it, I can't. It's too big of a run. Oh, no. Just couldn't. I couldn't pull it up in time. I was trying to pass Gliska, and when we got it, it's just too late. Like, we were going to make the corner, I just couldn't avoid going into the back of Mute. Sorry, Mute. That is on me. Yeah, it's too late under brakes. It's only by a tiny fraction, but that's all it takes around a track like this. It's just the smallest of... Whoa, Joe's gone way too far. That's why I always tap the brakes just before going over the crest. I would rather have all my wheels on the ground than launch it airborne. Nado with a good run on the exit. I mean, the bridge is going to play havoc on this final lap because there's going to be so much slipstream and jostling for position. I mean, if we get it right, I don't think we can be in a contention for a win, but you never know. Definitely not now. I thought I could just hold it flat through there. I thought we had the grip to get away with that. It's trying too hard. Silly, silly error, that. Really dumb. Annoyed at myself on that one. Should be better than that. I mean, I guess we hadn't... Whoa! That's a bump there. Also didn't know about that bump. Never hit that bump that hard. Yeah, it's the trying to make... When you've not got enough time to go at the end of the race and trying to make it up. When you push too hard and explore new parts of the track that you haven't seen before. That bump I don't think I've ever hit at speed with this car, for example. Yeah, you just find new places to make mistakes. Pega somehow still got a wing. That must have been reset at some point, I think. Oh, no. That's too much speed through there, and we just understeer into a wall. There's been a big old mess of cars. And Pega out wide, doesn't quite cross the finish line with the big stunt. Yeah, I mean, I like the cars. There's nothing bad about them, really. They're fairly easy. I say that they're a bit generic supercar-y to drive. They're nice enough. Nothing terribly wrong with them. Track was definitely a challenge. This takes victory at the end of that one. Yeah, the EGT is a terrible, terrible car. It is not fun to drive, but the Torero XO is not bad. Not bad. Did not have... I say didn't have a huge amount of luck. It was kind of a bit of my own doing on that final lap. Got a bit too brave and then overdrove to try and rectify. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much to Pone for building that wonderfully challenging circuit, that is for sure. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.